What's up, YouTubians? Gary, VWJawbreaker. Welcome back to another video where today you can see my breath. It is currently 38 degrees and yeah, it's also 76% humidity. And people say, well, why do you think it's so cold in Florida? It's not that cold, it's the humidity. Trust me. Same with the heat, it's the humidity. Yeah. So today, we're working on Lulu, the 1976 Westfalia bus. We are going camping here in less than a week. We'll actually be camping a week from today. And it's chilly. It's definitely wintertime. It's chilly. So, we got a diesel heater. Yeah, I cannibalized my diesel heater. So, this is the same one that I used in the rooftop tent last year when we were camping. So it's one of those all-in-one style things, you know, where it just sits outside. And all I did was literally just take it apart. This just sits in there. The gas tank just sits in there. This little shelf right here that the gas tank sits on literally just sits in there. Yeah, it just comes apart. So we're just going to use that because I have it. Why not? Where are we going to put it? Hold on, I'll show you. Alright, so inside the bus we have the Z-bed seat up, and a lot of people like to put them kind of like right here and go this way. I'm thinking kind of more of along the lines of that, and then I've got just a little bit of space right there to hopefully put my vent on the front side. It's kind of my thinking. Not sure how it's going to work. Hoping it'll work. I guess there's one way to find out. We need to go underneath real quick and verify that we have nothing underneath the Z-bed in this area. And if we don't, we'll be good to go. Well, that definitely took a little bit of time to kind of figure out, and yeah, beams underneath. I'll take you into there later and show you, but it's fully mounted. Again, I wanted to go over there, but just wasn't quite feasible. There's things in the way under there. Over here, it works. Again, not really what I wanted, but I'll take it. I ran this wire here because I'm going to run my fuel pump underneath, so that way that'll come up around there. Splice in. As you saw, I put a little bit of paint around everything I cut and drilled, just that way, make things a little easier. If you notice too, after drilling the 2 holes for the intake, combustion intake, and the exhaust, I cut a bigger hole, just that way it keeps the wood away from that hot exhaust. And we should be fine. And then I went ahead and screwed the bracket down to the wood. We're good to go. Now, I gotta go underneath. Let's get going on that. All right, well, underside's pretty much done. Let me find my flashlight that I just had. Oh, there it is. And we'll go ahead and show you. So we've got fuel pump at the proper angle. Needs to be at like a 45, should be about that. And then everything kind of comes out right there. Should be good. I can seal up the hole around everything with some fire caulking. Just don't have it on me yet. And then exhaust is ran. Got the muffler right there. Got the little drain hole at the bottom. It goes out, over, and out the other side. Not bad. Kind of don't like the fact it's hanging down, but it is what it is for right now. Again, we got to get camping. Well, she's mounted. So we got everything squared away in here. Electrical's hooked up, pump's hooked up. We got our vent hooked up. Temporarily, I just have the control panel sitting right over here. I don't know where I'm going to put it yet. I kind of want to put it there, but I don't know. I don't know if I want it there, up towards the top of the cabinet, but then you're going to see the wires. Decisions. I don't know. We'll figure it out though. It's the least of my worries, because honestly, the biggest worry I have now is where in the world am I going to put this fuel tank? I don't know. It's not that big. It's kind of the smaller size. Normally you'd put it in there, but hello, we got batteries. And I don't want it inside, so I'm gonna have to do some thinking. I'll bring you guys back when I figure something out. I would have thought by now I had this figured out. Well, I was gonna go ahead and prime the system, you know, by taking the fuel line off the fuel pump. I can't get the fuel line off the fuel pump. So let's just turn it on and see what happens. It should clickety-clicky and pull it in. Let's see here. Power. I don't remember how to do this. Push and hold? Yeah. I heard it click. Oh, fan kicked on. Let's turn it up to 6. See what happens. It says it's preheating. So let's go underneath and see if it clickety clacks. It should start clickety clacking soon. Fuel pump's right there. Nope, started. All right, we're gonna have to see if we can get that to prime some. It's just not working. Oh, sorry. All right, hopefully you can see. Finally got the stupid little thing off. I got no diesel coming out. Oh, I need to say we were leaking. Right now I can't find the clamp. What did I do with the clamp? You guys seen that? Oh, come on. Alright, I'll just have to put it on later. So all I did was kind of pressurize the tank a little bit. Let's try that again. Alright, powered on. You're gonna take it a minute. Still don't know what the heck I did with the clamp. Oh, there it is, right there. Son of a gun. But I already turned it on. Hold on, let me turn it off. Whew, did that just in time. Nothing like all the diesel fuel in the morning. Alright, good enough for now. Alright, now let's go turn it on. Alright, she just kicked on, so let's wait for that to go ahead and start powering up. Sweet, now we're pumping. Well, that was fun. Fuel pump died, so waiting on the Amazon, whatever. Waiting on them to deliver one tomorrow. So we'll go ahead and throw a new one in tomorrow and see if it starts working. Well, it's not one thing, it's another. Well, sometimes you mess up and sometimes you don't. It's kind of like an almond joy. Sometimes you got nuts, sometimes you don't. Anyway, yeah, so decided let me go ahead and take the fuel pump out, check it, and as soon as I disconnected the output side, ton of fuel sprayed everywhere. Oh, okay. Does that mean we have a clog? No, I pulled it out from underneath the seat and it had a pinch hose. Fixed that, and what you know, it's pretty hot in here already. It's only been on for about 5 minutes, but let me show you what we got. So right here coming out, again, it's only been on for a few minutes. We're sitting over 200 degrees coming out already. Very nice. It's not too loud under there. Not too loud at all. And the muffler's in the middle. And then right there, you've got the exit coming out. So we are up and running, finally. Took long enough. I mean, this is on, you know, I don't know, half a day to do this so far. Whoa, boy, it's getting warm in here. Very nice. So we interrupt this video real fast because I'm sitting here editing it and I realized that the fuel tank install is not there. And the dog wants to talk. Listen, I'm trying to record here. Do you mind? No, puppy dog. Anyway, so yeah, so I don't know what happened to the footage for the fuel tank install, so I figured let me go ahead and show you real fast. So right here we have our engine compartment, or you know, the back area. You've got your engine compartment down below. We've got our hatch. If you lift up, open your hatch, you'll see right up top there, we've got our fuel tank. So what I did is I went ahead and added a piece of angle down here with some weather stripping on top to set the fuel tank on. Bent an aluminum strap around, put a couple rib nuts in. This is also lined with weather stripping as well, so you know nothing will rub through, and she's solid. She's not going anywhere. Everything's looped around out of the way, and of course we couldn't put it over here. Well, you can't even see because I don't have any lights on, but we've got our solar batteries over there. And of course over on the other side is your regular start battery. So this is out of the way. Fuel tank is in the engine compartment technically, easy to access, and if for some reason we spill, we don't smell it inside the bus. So there you go. All right, back to the video. I guess that's pretty much it. I guess we're wrapped up. Just need to figure out where I want to mount the controller, which again, I was kind of thinking here, out of the way, but then I see visible cords and I don't like to see visible cords. So I'm not sure what I want to do yet. Up here would be nice, but again, probably visible cords. So we'll have to figure something out, but that's for a later time. So I appreciate you being here. Thanks for sticking around. Hopefully everything else goes smooth and we make it to our camp trip this weekend. Take care, guys. Till the next time, be kind to one another and be good.